Anna, you can answer this too while you're there. Anna, because you're the nutritionist, just keeping that screen on, and you can kind of like just keep the screen on. Anna, tell us a little bit about how you use the Coach Care app.
Well, something that is very useful about the Coach Care app is that it allows us to know what the patient is doing in order to get where he or she wants to go. So just by looking at these numbers, we are able to see if the patient will need like a different dietary approach, or should we keep the same? Will we give them like a little bit of more time for he or she to get to the health goals that they are looking for? So that is particularly one of the most important things about Coach Care. The other thing that I find that it's very useful is that it's a good way of motivation. It's like self-motivating to see your numbers either going up or going down, because sometimes people like to see like an extra weight change here in the lean mass muscle and the lean body mass. So I think that it's really important. I think that for motivation and monitoring, Coach Care is very important.
In terms of, let me ask you this: when a patient presents with this Coach Care app, Kenna mentioned that we can measure blood glucose, body fat, along with things like blood pressure. What's your experience with seeing, for example, in my situation, you saw that there was a lot of variation in my blood pressure throughout the day. This technology works with Bluetooth, by the way. Bottom line is you just turn on your phone and you step on the scale. We provide you with scales. We provide you with the blood pressure cuffs systems where it just turned on. And actually, we're going to be able to do not only blood glucose through simple non-intrusive ways. We can actually see blood glucose, but we can also tell the ketones that are being produced. Now, the ketones, as we know, are a product of fat metabolism. So sometimes in a diet, we have to adapt the change in the diet. So what I mean by that is that maybe our diet works to a certain point, but the body's smarter, way smarter than we are. So as it adapts, tell us what things we look for when a body is being kind of resistant to, let's say, weight loss in a dynamics.
Well, for example, you were talking about ketones and measuring ketones, so that is like very important if we want to lose weight. There's like this particular, you were talking specifically about the level. Yes. So that is like a very, I think it's like the best way to possibly do that, because there's like multiple ways that you can measure your ketones. You can either use blood, or draw blood from your body, which I think that nobody likes that. You can take the urine samples in order for you to know if you're having like a right ketosis range, or you can use the level application that will actually tell us how your ketone levels are just by taking a deep breath and just exhaling. So in the number of the parts per million of ketone bodies that you have in your breath, you will be able to know if you are going to lose weight or you're just like there, just like in a plateau. And that's like the kind of thing that people just don't want to be on. Like a plateau is nothing good. So that will be like a good measurement for us to know, like, okay, you're not like producing enough ketones for us to get like that goal weight that you want to be on. So let's do this dietary change. Let's try, maybe we can try fasting, we can try a lot of things, and that way we can produce like a right change for our patients instead of like wasting time, because I think that time is like the most important thing for our patients in order for them to get to their goals. So I think that's like the right word. You want to get them to their goal in a time frame that they are able to accept. So I think that could be like a very useful tool.
Okay, so let me ask you this. When I have a patient, and I do this every single time, when I have a patient, let's say, that is having not only chronic pain, knee pain, joint pain, and by the mere fact that they've had it a long time, they haven't been able to work a lot.